Big moment. First one cut. J1. All right, I'm here. I'm here today. Today's a big day, real big day. We're starting something from scratch. It's our second from scratch build, but we have plans this time. We're gonna be using Kyle's KJRaycing Crosskart plans that he hooked us up with when we went to Busco Beach Mini Mayhem, and we met him, became buddies with him. At least it felt like it, we were. Not to throw him under the bus. I've been following him for a long time. Before I even followed him, I was watching Crosskart build videos and watching Crosskart videos, and I've just dreamt of this for a long time. So today, we're starting with the jig. If you can see, we went to Metal Supermarket, picked up the steel for the jig, 1.5 inch square tubing.
10 pieces?
10 5-foot pieces, because I didn't take my trailer. My trailer still has a bunch of stuff on it.
We also got some awesome tools for speed and precision. So we got a proper cutoff wheel. We got a pretty small little drill press. Oh, we got like a bench grinder. It's not set up yet.
Just some things to speed up the process. We've been doing everything with pretty much hand tools. This is gonna make things a lot more accurate, be able to cut massive amount of metal quicker. And if you can't tell, I'm extremely excited.
I mean, I'm excited too. I guess I can just contain it a little bit better, but this guy's gushing.
Yes, I've
with
been
this
eating all day.
All right, let's see if we can get this thing built today. All right, phase 1, we're starting on the ground. We're gonna get the base square done. Phase 2, we're gonna get the front end attached to the square, right? And then hopefully the last step, we'll get the uprights done. And then that should be our day.
This is our powerhouse, a 1993 ZX1100. Stock is 147 horsepower. It's got a little oil leak, but I have had it running. It's gonna be insanely powerful. Very emotional. I'm so excited. This is literally just cutting a square tube, but I'm overly excited. Definitely a lot better than using an angle grinder. Make sure you label everything. God, what are you cutting?
J2. Alright guys, so I just gotta show you what we got so far. Right here on the floor, I can see the crosskart forming already. Alright guys, we're here with an update.
We made a boo-boo.
Got our first mistake.
So there's 25 pieces to cut. We got 19 or 20 pieces. And I realized that in my attempt to get extra metal, I didn't do it right. Or we didn't set ourselves up by how we cut each one up. So we're off on our last piece by, and it's like 3 inches or something like that.
Yeah, just shy of 3 inches.
So what we're gonna do, because this is the jig, right? So it's not actual support. What we're gonna do is we're gonna square this up, take 2 pieces, we're gonna weld them together.
It's the upper supports that go around.
Yeah.
So it's not a critical piece. It doesn't need to be absolutely straight, but we're gonna make it as straight as possible. And it'll still do its job. It's just for bracing. Yeah, this is gonna be a tight fit for this thing to be built in here.
Yeah, I've measured 65 inches across. It's gonna be pretty much workbench to garage door with like an inch or 2 on each side.
We're gonna have to like crawl through it to build it. First time doing cut wrapper stuff.
We got our cut wrapper. We don't have a notcher, so we were gonna use an angle grinder, but we're gonna try something else. This one is a shorter piece that needs to be notched. We have extra in case it doesn't work. We're gonna try something with using the drill press. See if it works. If it doesn't, we'll use the angle grinder.
Give it a shot.
Giving it a shot.
So the plan is to come down, notch out one side, we're gonna flip the bar, and we're gonna notch the other side.
It caught it and it moved it.
Yeah, it moves too much.
Guess we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. All right, so we have a jig. Scott had to leave a little bit ago, so I had to finish notching the uprights and then the front camber pieces that had to be notched out. With an angle grinder, it takes a long time. So I tested it out with some 1.5 inches and they fit, so that's always good. It's exciting to see the jig though. I've seen it in videos so many times. I don't know how Kyle's like, yeah, it's 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Just shows that he's way more proficient at it than we are. And it pretty much took me all day. We're on our way to building our Crosskart. Our 1993 ZX11 powered Crosskart. 147 horsepower, and if we build it the way Kyle builds it, it'll weigh 700-800 pounds. So that power to weight ratio will be insane. Can't stress enough how excited I am about doing this, how much it means to me to be able to do this, to have Kyle from KJRaycing's support on doing this. It's gonna take time. This build isn't gonna be a quick build. Completely fabricating something from nothing. You know, pretty much the only thing that's pre-made already is the engine for the motorcycle. So everything else is being made from scratch with Kyle's plans. I also wanna point out that we're using the minimal basic tools. We don't have a fancy MIG welder. I'm using literally the cheapest flux core welder from Harbor Freight drill press, Harbor Freight, saws, not to dog Harbor Freight. They're good for budget tools. But we're gonna do this as cheap as we possibly can. Thanks again to Kyle at KJRaycing. He's the one who hooked us up with plans. He's talked to us a whole bunch about things we need to do, just helped guide us. So I'm gonna plug him so much.
Yeah, and if you haven't checked out his videos, he has great references. So I'm sure any little question that we're gonna have on assembling this thing, we're going straight to his YouTube channel. We're gonna look it up.
Yep. So. Also check out his page because he does sell plans, so you can build your own. So check that out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for many episodes of seeing this thing come to life. Can't wait. Stay tuned.